Oh, we're live. Alright, so I've been having issues literally for the past hour trying to stream. Actually, I'm going to wait for people to join before I get started. We're just so far back to the normal webcam thing. I don't even know at this point what's been going on. Now the stream's working fine and it's not like buffering. Probably because I'm not using OBS. Like, I'm genuinely confused. Like, what am I doing wrong or... I don't know. Hello, Randy. It's been a tough afternoon, that's all I can say for that. I was gonna do a live stream on Train Simulator, driving a Caltrain, but that clearly didn't happen for certain reasons. So we're gonna wait for a couple more. Yeah, I've always been having stream troubles with OBS and with YouTube Studio, and it's just been crazy that I haven't been able to stream as much as I want to. It's honestly ridiculous. So if you guys have any suggestions on what you want me to do, just go ahead, put it in the live chat, I suppose. Randy is at Conway Yard right now. Nice. Conrail. So, whatever you guys want me to do, just put it in the chat, I suppose. Yeah. We're about to go Rail Family. CSX Newcastle sub. Nice. Alright. Oh, there's a train coming. Well, have fun. Hope you get some nice power on that train. I honestly just don't know at this point why I'm having such issues. Me and my dad tried to fix our internet, and so it's giving us like 4 bars now on the router. I just don't know what's going on. Like, I'm genuinely curious. And also for the fact that YouTube has a tendency to, well, I don't know if it's YouTube, but it's telling me that somebody's reporting my live streams and taking them down. Like, I don't know why. Like, what am I doing that violates the community guidelines? I don't know. Welcome to my life, I guess. I'm gonna kind of sort of share the live stream with everyone so we can get, because I need to know what we can do. Clearly we can't do Train Simulator 2020. Oh my gosh, that just blared into my speakers. But clearly we can't do Train Simulator 2020 because OBS doesn't want to cooperate. Either that or the Wi-Fi. Like, it's probably my OBS because it kept dropping frames like crazy. It's probably because I have like Discord and Spotify open. I should... I'm just gonna kind of sort of advertise my stream around Discord. You guys should advertise my streams and my channels and my channel too. If you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? Please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So, ooh, we've gone 5 minutes strong now and we haven't been demonetized yet. Keyword yet. Like, I just don't know. Like, there's literally no one on the stream right now. It's actually kind of funny. But, I don't know. Oh, if you're wondering about my shirt, there is no crying on Fun Day. I can't even remember what year the shirt was for. I'm pretty sure a lot of schools do this. At the end of the year, we have ourselves a fun day. You don't have to switch classes. You don't do nothing. You play a bunch of games, do a bunch of fun stuff, and it's fun. It's just plain fun. Anyways, so who else shall I advertise my stream to? You guys should be advertising it too for those who watch. For those who actually take the time to watch myself just be a complete idiot and like, it's like I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, every time I start a stream, I never know what I'm doing. Like it's all out of the normal. I've done like, what is this? This is my 88th live stream, and I've started it like this every time, just not knowing what I'm doing. Typical. So once again, I'll probably be saying this throughout the entirety of the stream. If you want to suggest for me to do something, like maybe play Roblox or Rigs of Rods, something, I could probably do Trains Railroad Simulator 2019. In fact, I may be able to. I just may be able to. Sorry for all the noise. Oh, holy crap! I'm up close. So I guess once people start seeing this after it's done, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna have my speaker, or not my speaker. Oh, yeah. I just set my webcam. Look at this. I set it on the speaker, like, and that's how you have the nice, still, whatchamacallit. So I guess now is the time to announce since I can actually play Trains Railroad Simulator. I just opened up 2 windows of Trains Railroad Simulator, and I don't even know why. But yeah, for now, holy, who texted me? Oh, that's Google Chrome. But for now, we're just gonna have to continue just like videoing my screen while I play the game. Like, I've always hated doing that, but I've had to because OBS is anything but cooperative. Like, how about actually we minimize out of that? My stream is beginning to get delayed on my tablet. Alright, hold on. I haven't done a stream in a while, so that's why I'm constantly adjusting the webcam. I just don't. I don't know. Alright, that looks good. Oh, and I have ATCS, which is nice. I guess I might as well show you that before we get going here. So, ATCS. This is a nice thing to have around. You have reached your 6th allowed to connect. Not I need to know, but so this is what ATCS is. So you get to monitor. This is live, by the way. This is my line, the Cleveland line. Right down here there's Maple Heights Yard. Right there is 110, and the crossovers are 107. There's Motor. I guess that's Motor Yard 2, or at 102. But right here by the signal is where I go. And then, looks like, what is this over here? Alright, so clearly there's 2 eastbounds on the way. So, and I'm going to be missing them. So that's nice. So we have 2 eastbounds around here. This is CP 117. yeah, nothing much is, other than that, nothing much is really going on the Cleveland. Something just popped up at 191. And then here's, I don't know. But that's what the Cleveland line looks like. I'm typically like right down here by 110. Anyways, so I guess now's the time to announce it. I've lately been working on a new route for Train Simulator, and lately, lately I've been thinking about releasing it to the public. On Choo Limited. If you guys don't know what Choo Limited is, it's basically the premium version of my channel, of my YouTube channel, where I post a bunch of videos that, I mean, I haven't really posted too much on there except for a lot of Berkshire Bus videos. For those of you who are limited members, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is my line, by the way. I'll figure that out in a second. Or what? So we'll begin here. This is the beginning of the main line. Yeah, it basically begins here. This is an old abandoned train yard. And not too recently, I went onto TRC's website and I put their crossings in, and I actually was able to figure out how to program them. It's pretty easy. Like, it's not too much of a struggle. All you gotta do is just place the triggers down and put the crossings down, connect them with each other, and then boom, you're good to go. Lovely signals here. We got a X-style crossover. I'm just gonna call it X-style from now on because it's literally an X. So this is the first railroad crossing on the line. You see we got nice, I think those are pine trees. And then we got some maples, and then the stream is buffering on my tablet. Now I'm having issues again. Like, seriously. I don't know what's going on right now, but I have like literally a road and a highway going over each other and the tracks. That's kind of the beginning mark of the route. Actually, this X-style crossover is the beginning of the route. This is CP East Fairview. And these are the East Fairview signals. And we go around this. This is a 45. Anything beyond East Fairview going down that way is like, I think, 65, 70 miles an hour. This curve is banked and it's 45 miles an hour. So, actually, I'm gonna, one sec. I'll let you guys take a gander at this. I'm gonna quickly send this stream to a couple people. Because, by the way, guys, I encourage you to please use the live chat for any suggestions on what you want me to do during the stream, or just anything. You can ask questions, you can say anything you want, pretty much. Rules for live streams are on my website. I will link it in the description. I'll be linking quite a few things in the description, so just kind of sort of don't worry. But, so I'm going to be releasing this route once it's finished. It's a huge route. Like, look at how big this crap is. Like, that's actually really massive for a route. So, once it's finished, and I still got a lot to go with it, so it's going to be quite a while. But I may release this in, like, versions. And then, as I continue to work, I'll keep releasing. I don't know. I'm actually going to let you guys kind of decide on that. So yeah, I may just, for every live stream I do, I may just end up just pointing my webcam at the computer, because by this point, that's the easiest thing to do. It doesn't take up too much CPU. It doesn't take up too much Wi-Fi. It's a brand new computer, not to mention, so it really shouldn't be buffering or anything. So I don't understand. I guess it's probably something in my OBS settings, which is why I was struggling for the last hour trying to get the stream started. Did anyone else, like, type in the chat? No. And this is the, oh, there's Creeper Dude 89. Hello there. Just kind of sort of playing Trains Railroad Simulator. Nothing much, really. For those of you who are just joining, OBS settings need heavy fixing. Creeper Dude sent me his settings, which just, I don't know what happened. He has a much better computer than I do. I mean, it has an older version processor. It has a Core i3. I'm a Core i5. Yeah, I don't know. I just plainly don't know. I need to, like, match the settings to my computer specs. So, yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, Creeper Dude has a Ryzen 5. No wonder he gets like frickin' 3,000 FPS on ROR. Like, not even kidding. Like, he's able to stream just fine. Like, he can stream with the most lag-heavy buses on the game and still get like 25,000 FPS. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm pleased with my Core i5 that I have because I used to get like 20 to 30 FPS when I played ROR with my other computer, but then when I got this one, I kept getting almost 300 FPS, 300 frames per second. Like, that's a lot of FPS. So, alright, I'm going to send this stream to a couple more people, and then we'll get going here. So, also, in case you missed, I will be releasing this train route once I finish it. This is my route that I'm working on. This is actually the beginning of it. So, I may just release it in versions, and I'll just keep releasing it once I make a certain amount of progress on it. But yeah, I don't know. For those of you who are Choo Ben Limited members, I'm going to be releasing this to Choo Ben Limited because for copyright reasons and for privacy reasons, because I don't want people claiming this route as their own because I'm the one who made it, for the record. So, alright, so this is an old abandoned yard. I actually might revamp this yard in the near future. I mean, it's hard to do train yards on curves. It's just weird for me. Because, like, every time I try to do something, like, on a curve, whatever I do, it just makes the track look distorted. Not even kidding. And so we got some nice grasslands with some utility towers, and then we come into a beach by the river. Again, this is a work in progress, so there's always room for improvement on this route. Just take note of that. And then you go up a 0.5% hill to the first train station. I call it Howland Bay. Quadruple track station. And what I did for this station was I put signals at each end of it. I do this like because I have a hard time trying to stop trains like at the end of like the locomotive. Okay, let me demonstrate this to you with like an Amtrak unit. Oh, and by the way, I reskinned and redid the sound, so I'm going to be releasing a lot of train mods too. So this is one of my reskins that I did. I took it off of a P32. I just slapped it on here and renumbered it. So, like, here's the train. It has to be stopped, like, right here. This is the end of the platform. Like, let's put some passenger cars on it. Let's just put some diners. Because, like, why not? Okay, that's good enough. But here's our train. the locomotive has to line up with the edge of the platform. Like, it can't look like this. And so, like, when I'm, like, I literally have to face the end of the platform just to line the train up with it. But then when I put these signals here, I'm able to just line the train up with the signals, and then I can stop them and the door's open. Creeper Dude asks, how come you don't screen record instead of a camera pointing at the screen? I discussed this earlier. My OBS settings are trash, and it just, a live stream either buffers every 5 to 10 seconds, or alright, looks like we're back on. Oh, jeez. I just had a major buffering incident on my end. I don't know if it was like that for any of you. Creeper Dude said it was fine for him. I don't know what the issue is. I legitimately don't know what's going on. I've been having Wi-Fi issues the last... Every time I stream, I pretty much just have Wi-Fi issues. But, I just kind of sort of refreshed, and so now I would hope we're back to normal for a hot minute. Anyway, so the tracks and the river are sort of inseparable until, like, here. Where I didn't build this bridge, but I put a huge bridge over the, I guess it's technically considered a lake by this point. It's a nice, beautiful looking bridge, and so that's why I got it off the DLS. But the funny thing is, the support beams aren't low enough to reach the ground. So what I did is I had to raise the ground and line it up with the support beams to get the bridge to stand, which honestly is stupid. I hate when creators do that. Anyway, so here the line meets up with a CSX main, which leads to our second crossing. Speed limit between Fairview and here is about 65 miles an hour. See, we got a railroad crossing here connected with the TRC triggers and whatnot. Yeah, but I reduced the speed to 45 miles an hour because the curve tightens here, and I don't want trains flying off the tracks. Like, I don't even know what to call them. And here's our first train yard alongside the line. This is, I call it Smelton Yard. As you can see, it is jam-packed. It clearly needs some switching work here. Kaylee, hi there. And we got crossovers on each side of the yard, guarded by signals, and then it turns into single track. We have a triangle here, and it turns into single track. We got our road going right through it, but yeah, this is actually a nice triangle. I actually did a half-decent job on it. Oh, I think I did. I'll let you guys judge that. But we got a... Now we're in the village of Caroline. And so this is the Caroline subdivision right here, and this is going to be called the Benfield subdivision, obviously named after yours truly. I just kind of put this like this for now. I didn't add any like real scenery to it, for obvious reasons, actually, because my main line is the Caroline subdivision, and the Benfield line just pretty much branches right off of it. And so here it goes over the CSX main, and all sides of the double diamond are guarded by signals. Anyway, so we're going to continue on to the Caroline subdivision. We got a nice little highway thingy going over the tracks. So actually, let's backtrack a little bit here. We got our first little itty bitty village. Track speed along the triangle, or on the legs of the triangle, are 25 miles an hour. I think it's 30 for passengers. And then speed goes back up to 45 miles an hour right as you clear the crossover. Or not the crossover, the triangle. We got a very low tunnel here that barely fits double-stacked trains going through the rolling hills. Which brings us to our next Here's a real village right here. Like, look, I literally just bunched these houses all together. Like, we need people to live here. So this is a nice little village right here. We got a nice intersection, and holy crap, I just got a huge... Oh, Kaylee literally just spammed me with it with train emojis. Not even kidding. But we have a nice little Caroline Village here, and this is the Caroline Village Station. It's actually double track. I wish I knew how to get rid of the tracks on the end. But tunnel leads to a series of railroad crossings. I didn't put signals here at the station because I didn't feel like it. This is the only gated railroad crossing in this part of the village. And since it curves right into the tracks, I put a crossbuck right here, right there, for the road, for obvious reasons, for very obvious reasons. Then we got a bridge going over the Mansfield River, as I call it. And then we have an industry line that branches off of the main. So it pretty much goes out that way to no man's land. We have a mini siding right here, guarded by signals literally all over the place. And then another railroad crossing. I had to replace the tracks here because you can't really work with the default wooden tracks all that much. With these tracks that I use for this curve, they're so much easier to work with. You can do so much better with elevation. So speed limit is still 45 through here. Here is a what I like to call a suicide crossing with 4 gates. And what I did is I merged jointed rails crossings with the TRC crossings. And although they don't light up or make sound, the gates still go down, which is nice. And then we got another set of signals here. Here's the massive Caroline Yard. We got a whole bunch of crap around here. We got storage for Amtrak trains. We have Surfliner cars, Amtrak Cascade. What? Yes. Viewliners, baggage cars, more bi-levels, and I put that's a dispatch tower right there. I put a full-sized roundhouse next to the yard for storage. I don't currently have anything in it. And then we have crossovers on both sides of the yard. Did I put crossovers on both sides? No, I put it on the west side. This is the west side of the yard right here. I put 2 crossovers and then another bridge that goes over the river. The river and the tracks are like really inseparable. And the main line crosses over the CSX line that it crosses over the CSX line that we intercepted down at Smalton. Guarded on 3 sides by signals. Speed limit goes down to 35 as the curve tightens. What? Okay, thanks. That's good to know. Food here. But we got an S curve right here. Track speed is 35 miles an hour as it becomes very tight. We have CP Highland right here. Track speed is still 35. This is actually the 3rd defect. I forgot to point out the defect detectors. How dumb could I possibly be? Anyways, this is the 3rd defect detector. We've pretty much traveled 15 miles down the route now. So this is, I think, milepost 15.7. There's a defect detector at Caroline, which is 10.8, and then another one at Cowland Bay, which is 1.7. We got another railroad crossing, and we cross over another CSX line here. We got 2 signal bridges. So far, there's another signal bridge that I put somewhere, but it's like those are the only 3 signal bridges on the line so far. And this is an older route that I created, actually, or this piece right here, the CP Highland thing, is an older piece when I didn't have TRC crossings, and so I just ended up using the default, and I don't feel like switching them out. So I'm just going to leave them as is, but this is another CSX main line that the Caroline crosses over. Hang on one sec. I need to change this track switch name. Alright, so we have a lead that branches off to the maintenance facility, which we'll get to here in a second. This branch has a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit, and we have some G-style signals here, which I really like. Credit to Jointed Rail. So it's triple track for a little while. We got another S-curve. It's still 35 miles an hour, 40 for passenger by this point. And here at this point, the lead branches off the main line, and this is the Gullyville Locomotive Facility. So this is where we fit all of our locomotives and rolling stock and crap. We have an office right there, and then another full-size roundhouse. And the line just goes right by it. It's a nice little peaceful area. And put another railroad crossing here. Track speed by this point is 45 miles an hour. Now we are coming into the city of Gullyville. This meets up with a high-speed corridor. So Amtrak trains, old AEM7. I have some AEM7 mods. Notice how my tablet is still loading. Okay, there we go. Alright, so anyways, I put a big parking strip thing here on the side of the road so cars can park and people can just walk right down the industrial district. We got churches, we've got stores, we've got hotels, we've got a bunch of stuff. There's an intersection that leads off to the train station. We got a lumber industry, KFC, Taco Bell, title loans, cafes. We've got a DVD store. Lots of cool stuff here. We got a Shell. We got a 7-Eleven. I believe we have a Sunoco somewhere. Burger King. We got a Walmart. We got some cell towers and a pipe thing right there. And anyways, let's get back to the main line now. So the main line separates from the high-speed corridor and then goes under it in an effort to proceed into this mountainous terrain right here, which is called the Gully Canyon. So we have a nice road that follows, it pretty much just follows the tracks. It goes under the tracks, and another road that branches off goes over the tracks. So track speed, why do I have yellow signal? I'm genuine. Do I have a train somewhere? Yeah, there's a train somewhere. Oops. We will get to that later. Meanwhile, I don't know why my signal was yellow. That's probably why, though. Yep, it's back to red now. So track speed by this point, actually, track speed goes down to 25 right here at this curve because it's pretty tight and you're coming into a canyon. So, and it goes over an ungated crossing, which I wasn't going to waste my time trying to program since the curve is like really, really tight by this point and it's really banked. And this is basically a way to gain elevation right here is where I can get the tracks to loop over itself. So here it's going up a 1% grade. I'm pretty sure you can tell we're on a climb. So as you just follow the tracks, it goes over the tracks and then goes right back to where we were. And it continues to climb. After that, it gets steeper. Steepest part of the grade is 3.5%. And the road makes a steep climb up the hill and goes over the tracks literally 3 times. And what I did, I found these, what are they called? I literally don't know what these are called. Chevrons. They're chevrons. I found these highway chevron mods on the the DLS, and so I just put them on each side of the bridge. And Yeah, we got the railroad crossing ahead some, because there is, lo and behold, a railroad crossing ahead. But anyway, it goes down, or it goes up the first two bridges. Sorry, I can't control my thing, but then it makes a huge, huge dip. And then it goes up, and then it goes down the last bridge, and then I got the chevrons. So, anyways, back to the main line. It loops over itself. It continues the 1% part of the climb, because it's got to go over the river. It just cuts right through the mountains. Yeah, it goes over the river, and then it goes through. This is actually tunnel number 2. Tunnel number 1 is at Caroline, which we already went through. So, whoa, geez. So after trains come out of tunnel 2, they start the 3.5% climb, and it's quite obvious that you can literally see the tracks going up the hill, and so it and the river are pretty much inseparable right now. And 3.5% climb has started. You got to go through twisty, turning tracks while also constantly gaining elevation, gaining quite a bit of it. Here's tunnel number 3. Come out for a few thousand feet and then go into tunnel number 4. And then you come out for like not even 20 feet. Yeah, probably like 40 to 50 feet, and then you go right into tunnel number 5. And then you come out, you're still climbing. See how much elevation we gained. Like, look at how high we are above the river compared to what we were not even 2 seconds ago. Like, that's how steep these climbs are. And then we got a sharp curve here, and then it kind of cuts through the mountains. And now comes up to a signal bridge at CP Summit. This is the highest part of the line by far. The train crests the grade here, and I put a little train watching platform, a road that goes through a tunnel and leads to the parking lot, and then the office, and then we got a bunch of chairs here with umbrellas and whatnot to as the train watching platform. Trains go by right up there, and we have a Armco guard fence to make sure nobody commits die and falls off the cliff, because that would be bad. And so after cresting the grade, it goes back down 3.5%. And so now we're decreasing in elevation. So we're going back down now. Now we go over more bridges, curved bridges, I should mention. Here's a really big trestle that took a little bit of work, actually. Usually you just select where you want to put the bridge. Like, you select it and then you place the bridge, and yeah, I don't know, but the tracks have since crossed over the river. Now they're on the other side of the river. But that's all going to change right here on this. This is probably one of the hardest bridges I've done on this whole route. So now we're on the other side, and we're basically at the bottom of the hill now. We're out of the canyon. We're coming into Julieville by this point, and this is where I stopped. This is where I have stopped working. We're now at sea level. So yeah, this canyon, like, whoa, where did we? Okay, but like, look at how big this thing is. It takes up a good majority of the screen. Yeah, I worked pretty hard on it. I did the rocks, I did the hills, I did the tunnels, I did the tracks. I did a lot of stuff on this, so I'm very proud of my work. So I should probably do more Trains Railroad Simulator live streams. I would hope I can stream on OBS in the near future, because I need my settings fixed. So anyways, now we're pretty much just heading back to Caroline. There's the yard again. Ooh, took a minute to load. Like, there's a lot of train cars in the yard, and so it kind of lags the game right there, but it's not too bad. So now we're back into the village of Caroline. We got a church, we got a gas station, a post office, diner / cafe. We got 2 cafes. That's a diner. And then we got a Burger King. And we got some houses. We got a road that branches off here. And then it can follow it, and then it goes. Yeah, so hopefully I can start making Trains Railroad Simulator videos, hopefully in the near future, as well as being able to use OBS. That would be really nice. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I will be releasing, I have a bunch of reskins that I did on TRS, and so I'm going to be releasing those to Choo Unlimited. Choo Unlimited, again, is the premium version of my YouTube channel. So for those of you who want it, shoot me a text on Discord, Hangouts, Telegram, Message Plus, whatever. If you want to register for Choo Unlimited, I'll send you the link, or you can access it via my website. I will be putting the links to everything in the description. So if you want to register for Limited, you can do that. My website will be in there. A whole bunch of good stuff. So anyways, and now we're back to the beginning of the line. There's Cowan Bay, and now we're coming back into Fairview. So once again, like I said, I may revamp this yard. Who knows? But yeah, I've worked very hard on this route. I'm very proud of all of my work and all of the time it took to do this. I'm not going to be working on it as often as I have been because I recently got sound enhancements for Train Simulator 2020, which has been giving me issues, actually. But, yeah, so I'm not going to be working on the route as often. But I will be releasing a lot of my TRS content to Choo Unlimited, so if you want it, and if you have TRS, register. I will be doing a lot of videos, so just you wait. I will post a lot of good stuff on it. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for now.